We got a magnificent day ahead of you in the market. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. So Kong's has the magnificent tuck boxes up right now for $50. Whether or not you're happy, sad, angry, disappointed in this is what the reality of pre-sales is looking like right now. And you can use discount code MK40 to save you on your purchase if you are interested in actually picking these up over on Kong's. This is part one of two, and you think that this one is looking bad, it's only a test to see, how much more is actually going to come here. With that being said, also, it looks like we are going to have Battles of Legend, the Glorious Gallery, up tomorrow for, everybody, because they've already queued up the opening, so it means pre-sales are going to come up for this too. It means you're going to have some amazing arts coming. So, and discount code MK40 will get you saved on all of that. God, there's so much happening in the market. I leave for a YCS and I just come back to the bombardment of things. So you saw in the What in the World Happened Here video that solemn accusations have just kind of gone terminal over the course of the weekend. People realized it's multi-purposing, it's multiple turn enabling. The fact that, you can actually bonk down two of these in a turn is pretty impressive. And obviously over the weekend, these were $90 Starlights. I had a few friends that ended up picking some of these up off of the vendors over the weekend just because they needed Starlights to play. And here you go. I mean, this is now the reality of what you're seeing. You now have an actual sale in the line of sand at $120. Your regular copies, you have one here unverified for $41, and you're actually at $46 now, with these just getting cratered off of the market. And honestly, I am not surprised to see accusation hitting, this market. Once these disappear, you hit $63 and you just wash your hands with it. Like, that's crazy. Somebody actually came through here and bought 25 copies at $50 a piece. Whoever's intending for this card to just hold incredibly long value, I'm honestly impressed with you. This is actually crazy to see. Didn't predict this. I just went on a playset over the weekend, man. But, the card was... I'm actually surprised how much this community looks at certain cards, underutilizes them, and understands the potential that some of them have. And this is where you see developments like this come out. So, congratulations, I guess. Incredible Ecclesia. So, Branded did absolutely what Branded needed to do over the weekend. It showcased a lot of strong power within the meta, but with that showcasing of power, we got to see, the deck is incredibly broken. We got to see, we got to see why Incredible Ecclesia has been doing so well. And it's actually kind of crazy because you have one listing for 110 and then your lowest verified becomes 130 at this point. It's not good that this is the case, but this isn't the first time that we've seen the alt arts like the Blazing Cartesia, these going terminal. It's just now there's more of a reason for them to go terminal. We also do get to see it fall into the White Dragon. This guy is having the time of his life, man. Lowest is 91, pushing you on up to $98, borderlining 100 pretty consistently. And honestly, that's not surprising to hear. Your Starlight, on the other hand, has left the building. 200, 222, 250, and 250. Your most recent highest sale is actually 181 after everything's said and done. So I would probably sell these. We're at a point now that, if you have high rarity for these, I'd consider dumping them because it feels like this card's going to get cratered. The Chronicles, this has been getting pretty bad too. So right now, Fallen and Virtual Starlights are 146, which I guess isn't terrible. The Chronicles, all foil versions, are 115. And then we have Dogma that Devours, or the Dragon that Devours the Dogma, 155 for Starlights. I didn't see any of these thrust all weekend, actually. $36. It's kind of crazy. Fusion deployments are still 27s, which is kind of sad because that card's nice. Secret Fallen and Virtuouses are 17s now. Your Ecclesias are 12s. Your Floors are 8s now. And your Fallen and Virtuouses are now 9s. On just the low entry versions to be able to get these. Like, this is crazy at how impactful the cards are that are available. And even like the Secret Dragon that Devours Dogmas starting to head on up in price. Tino, the $6-ish range, and actually is doing, kind of what you'd expect. But also some of these all foil cards, like, the super polys in the deck are starting to break $2 to $3 a piece. So, there is value being made in these. They are starting to expand upwards, much like we kind of expected a lot of this stuff to kind of do. Mirror Jades, after walking through the YCS and seeing, how much people loved branded, because this is basically just branded market watch at this point, it's what branded cards have exploded up in value, what are we expecting to continue to go up, and so forth. And obviously, Mirror Jades, $207 on up. Mirror Jades, $68 on the Ultra Overframes. I mean, this is within the window of expectations. I feel like this is still doing pretty fine. But outside of that, I mean, like, that's just Mirror Jade in a nutshell right now. Card's not going particularly turbo. Kind of what, people are like, oh my god, watch this card. I mean, yes, obviously, I'd keep an eye on it, but it's still fresh and it's a one-of. So, something to think about. This one is very interesting to me. Sky Striker Ace Zero has reached some of the most interesting price points I think I have seen on a modern era Sky Striker card. Right now, the lowest available for this is $346. Now, your highest sale is reflective of $250, but this has been $250 pretty consistently. So this is, nothing particularly questionable. It's just, this is what we're dealing with at the moment, people. You're dealing with high rarity good stuff absolutely coming into the market and doing what you would expect it to do, which is just destroying things. We also got to see Tribe Infecting Virus Speed Duel. Why? $4, $6, and then eventually you see this nice $50 price point. I don't know why some of these Speed Duel cards cluster into some of the most annoyingly insane numbers, but, this is kind of what we've been dealing with, and it's going to continue to happen. We also get to see Turbo Warrior. Really, First Ed Turbo Warriors are $115. French is 100 and actually still doing exactly what you'd expect it to be doing. Very expensive. Blue Eyes White Dragon from the 2003 tins. You have a $33 version, another $33, and then you hit the $50 snag, which I mean is like okay. But like this escalates up pretty quickly. I love that you eventually see the $498.98, like somebody's actually going to buy that one. Also, Subspace Battle. This is pretty interesting. This showed up, I believe, on one potential feature match out of the weekend, and it kind of got people a little bit fired up for this card. As you just can kind of see here in your sales data over time, people have been picking up playsets, and this is just in the last 2 days. Look how many of these have actually moved throughout the network. Like, this is honestly kind of interesting. And then just a couple of days ago, 16, 12, 32, if you're spending 12 cents a piece, you may as well, pick those up in massive volume, but, still pretty cheap, but volume is moving on this card. And also shout out to Sleeve Chief. Discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase on anything that you might want over here. They've actually got a pretty huge restock that they did for their anniversary. If there's anything that you guys, want to pick up over here, give them a little bit of a check out. Obviously, it's kind of nice to see some of these coming into circulation, and MCO40's discount code of MCO40 will save you on your purchase. And with that, You guys have a good rest of your day and stay safe out there, alright? Patrons! Thank you! Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.